Hello. Good to see you.
Hey there, Revenants. What a day it is today. Today is episode 250, and we're going to be running Darkseeker. How exciting! So, the exciting thing here is that even though we're 250 episodes in, it's been a long road up to this point in time, so thank you everyone for coming along and sticking along here with the road to 100, and welcome to all the new folks. So let's kind of recap and see what the road to 100 is. So what we're trying to do is get to 100 stars of difficulty while we go through each and every weapon, each and every blood veil, each and every code, and each and every consumable, and each and every gift, and we kind of explain things along the way, and we kind of see what works and what doesn't. So remember, the road to 100 is never meant to be a guide to what builds you should be using. It's a guide to what everything does. So keep that in mind as you watch through the road to 100. And this time we are running hammers, and we're going to run a poison fiery hammer, and in the Spire here. And this will be really difficult because the black hunters, they do have a full resist across the board. They have the black hunters are the key notable interesting enemies throughout the Spire here, and their slash resistance is a 25% slash resistance. They have a 10% crush resistance. They have a 10% pierce resistance. They have a 20% blood resistance. They have a 40% fire resistance, and they have a 70% of lightning resist, but they have a minus 10% weakness to ice. So you want to be going for crush or pierce or ice to get the maximum amount of damage out on these fellas that you can whenever you find them. And this is especially important here for something like the Hellfire Hammer, that if this does the charge attack here, you'll notice that now we have 35, which is 5% added to our fire damage. And the way the resistances work is that now that we have fire equipped to our weapon, our damage is multiplied by 1.05 to account for the 5% increase in fire damage. But now all of a sudden, because we have a 5% increase to our fire damage, he will take a 40% resistance to that fire damage. So we add 5%, we take away 40%, and so we are now down to a 65% resistance, 65% damage of our physical damage. So how that would work, it would be, 1283 times the first strike if we were just doing a regular attack, times 0.9, times 0.9 for his crush resistance, and then times 1 plus 0.05 minus 0.4, and that would get us to 675 or 676 on a regular strike. So it would be about half. Let's see, what is that value exactly over 1283? So about 53% of our damage here, and so we're losing 47% damage just by adding that 5% increase to our fire when we fight this guy. Now it would be even worse if we had something, let's say like the Brionac, and we added 5% lightning damage. That would come out to be even a worse number, because if we were doing something lightning slash, you would absolutely rue the day that you ever did that. So don't do that versus the black hunters here. You want to do ice damage all the way. Pierce or crush is good. It still has resistance, but that's okay. So as we head through the Spire here, we're going to be going for poison, and our debuff buildup here is a 25% increase to our weapon transformation chrome. It's also a 25% increase to our venom mark, and it's also a 25% increase to our venom cartridge. So it's worth it that if you can get all three of these running with debuff buildup, you can actually hit 100 venom on here, so you can build up the what is that? The venom ability on against the enemy very quickly and very easily and steadily. So as we are Darkseeker, we have the special blood draining venom here that is unique to Darkseeker, and what this does is it drains 0.6 ichor for every second that an enemy is poisoned. So regular enemies are poisoned for 10 seconds at 3% of their health. So that does 30% damage of their health without attacking them. So blood draining venom can recover 6 ichor per poison effect at maximum if you wait the full 10 seconds. For bosses, it's a little different. It's a much better use out of bosses because it's based on time, and since bosses are poisoned for 30 seconds at a 0.5% of their health for that 30 seconds for a total of 15%, for a total of 15% damage on their health bar, blood draining venom is actually much more useful versus bosses. However, it can be useful versus enemies who have good resistance to something like our weapon here. So as we go ahead and get going here, we'll go for venom and ice and bridge to glory. So now we are going for ice on a hammer, on a fire hammer. So kind of interesting there. So we'll see here what we can do. Oh, we got a backstab accidentally, but that's okay. So it would be good also to go for, there we go, we got him poisoned. Oh, and we died. It would be good to go for ice transformation, an ice chrome on your blood veil as well, to help with that resistance to his splash value. But there you see we got him poisoned, and having venomous shot is nice to apply just that little bit extra poison that we will need. And I forgot to send up our distress signal there, so let's do that. Okay, and let's get these going. Good, and we can go for like a charge booster and a step booster, and we can go for some venom here. Okay. Oh, somebody responded actually. Uh-oh. Now we can't we can't pick up our haze. That's very bad. Nice that someone responded, but bad for us. Oops. Okay. There we go, he's poisoned now. There we go. We'll just back up here and let some of that ichor come back to us. There we go, we can get him poisoned again. Whoops. Okay, he's dead. That's good. Wanderer, I believe we had you in another couple episodes. So this is very cool to have some
Hello. Good to see you.
to have some familiar faces here. Alright, let's go ahead and continue on. Now they're running a bayonet, so that will be a-okay here in this area. And these guys you can backstab fairly easily and quickly. And this attack here is an overhead. It does, let's see, 35% increase in damage. And it's a very nice attack to have because it also does knockdowns. So that's very cool. There we go, we got him poisoned. Oh, and he's dead. Okay, so not bad there, but those big boys are resistant to crush, so we will have a really hard time here with our hammer. So hopefully we can get knockdowns here and there periodically, but there's no absolute guarantee. So we can close the gap here. Oops. Okay, he's poisoned, so that's good. That'll allow us to get some ichor back while we wait for the 10 seconds here. And we can go ahead and heal. Okay. Ouch. I did not anticipate getting hit there, but that's okay. So this will be fun. That we'll have used almost all of our heals before the first ladder here. Oh man, this is gonna be a rough one. So there's probably no way we can get through the invasion here. And we'll have to kind of consider that. Yeah, you go for it, Wanderer. Okay, nice. Let's see. I don't know if that killed that guy. It sounded like he killed him. And we almost got this guy poisoned, but not quite. Okay, he's poisoned now. There we go. There, he's poisoned, so we're getting ichor now, even while Wanderer is attacking him. And there he goes. So nice, we got a little bit of ichor back there, and we got a little bit of ice, or a little bit of poison going on that fella there. So that was nice. Let's go for ice now for no reason, and hasten. Okay. And good luck to you fighting the monkeys. Oh, monkeys have not fallen yet. Will they? Oh, there they go. Okay. Now the... Oh. These dumb monkeys. Thank you, Wanderer. Oh, and we're dead. He didn't kill one monkey. Okay, that's interesting. He killed the big guy and then didn't do anything. So, yeah, sometimes, you know, co-op. Sometimes co-op. I have a feeling that we are going to be losing our haze on this run. But we'll have to give it the best that we can do here. So, again, it's very problematic to say the least. Whoops. To say the least here, that going for poison versus enemies is usually not the best option to go for, just because of the fact that the timing is very problematic. And you can see there that waiting 10 seconds is more painful than it's worth, even though we are getting 6 ichor out of it. I mean, I can get 6 ichor just by bashing this guy in the face and doing a couple of hits like that, and we can get ichor back very, very quickly. Poison versus enemies later in the game is kind of a waste, because from just what I've experienced, it's not the greatest thing, because you get to a point where you're actually killing the enemy more. You're killing the enemy faster than if you would be fighting them outright. Like here, to go for poison on this guy, it would be much better to just kill him rather than going for poison and waiting for him to die by poison. And I guess we can go for some of these things. Okay. And you can see here that, okay, we get him poisoned and such. But now what? We just kind of wait. Okay. And we can hit him with some poison at a distance there. So I mean, it doesn't really, it doesn't really buy you too much. It's much better if you can simply just kill the enemy outright and do it that way, rather than sitting around trying to poison them and then figuring out what to do next. Okay, and we can go for some backstabs here, and as you'll notice, just going for backstabs is simply much better instead of going for poison as well to regain ichor. So kind of odd all around. Okay, now we got both of them. Good. And we can go for a launch. No, we can't. And we're dead, and there goes our haze. Okay, so what was that, 9 million or something? 8 million? So rip haze on that one. And you can see that crush versus those fellas is absolutely a horrible idea, simply because of the fact that they resist crush so heavily, and we don't have a whole lot of damage actually that we can put out on anyone anyways. But versus the black hunters, at least we can go ahead and kill them outright. Okay, you never know what his opener is going to be there. Oh, and goodbye, Mr. Black Hunter there. So that's very nice that this hammer has a lot of stagger built into it. One of the other big benefits of it is that it's a very, very, very lightweight hammer. And let's go ahead and knock this fella down. And so you can use it in a lot of different applications where you wouldn't normally be able to use a hammer just because of the fact that it... Oh. Okay. Wanderer is back. Welcome back, Wanderer. So there was poison. Ouch, and we're dead. Okay. So yeah, again, we are starting off really poorly here. So, but as you can see, running for poison is just better off to kill the enemy outright, get the damage in, and go for just big damage at the outset, rather than going for some kind of gimmicky kind of, you know, do something crazy here with these guys. Somehow he was backstabbing him. There we go. Okay, well, we got back a little bit of haze there, so we can upgrade like one weapon. And they either killed themselves or they left. Either way, this is going to be really, really bad here. Coming up into this room here. So we will hopefully get the backstab we need on this fella. Nope. And we're dead? Yep. So we didn't get the backstab we needed? Oh, good. Nice. Push me off the edge, even. I've moved to an area. Usually they call it hell. Okay. And let's throw our distress signal up. So this is probably one of the worst ideas and worst builds that you could go for running through here. And the reason being, as you can see, is just simply the fact that you literally have no consistent sustained damage to do either at a distance or big damage overall. I mean, we could go for a dragon lunge, and it's still not that impressive. But we can't. We do have knockdowns, and knockdowns are very, very valuable and very, very powerful. And the fact that this weapon has knockdowns built into it definitely makes it a very viable option all around. However, just the fact again that it doesn't really have huge big damage built into it, it really hampers its usefulness. But because it is a very light hammer, you're definitely able to really pair it up nicely with almost anything, because it's only about a 58-pound weapon. Okay, there we go. And that the second strike does 100% of the damage. Oh, 56. And so you're trying to always get to that second and third strike, but you can't ever really get there consistently because you're trying to dodge the enemy and so on and so forth. But the nice thing about this hammer is that the dodge mechanic has a 30% multiplier on it, so you can get big damage regardless, because the defensive mechanism is to dodge and then do an attack, and because dodging gives you a 30% increase in damage like this. That's a 30% increase. So you saw there we did 2047. That's really nice. Okay, let's go for some poison here. And because we can do it at a distance. And we'll go for an attack. There we go. And the running attack there is a 30% increase in our damage. So that and the dodge have the same multiplier, the same 130% damage multiplier affixed to them. So those are good options to go for if in the event that you don't have any other options. Okay, so let's see if we can hit this guy from here, and we can pull him over here for sure, because he will do his slow walk over. So we can get him poisoned, maybe before he even gets over here, which would be great because then we can get ichor back. We can hopefully get him excited here. There we go. Okay, and we definitely don't want to hit that shield. And maybe knock him off. Nope. No knockoff, but at least we killed him before we had to get in here. Okay, and let's go for. I'd like to go for the hunter there, so let's go for it. Okay. No. Oh, okay. Well, this is not turning into a very good run at all for the 250th episode, but and we can't get a very reliable partner here. So let's go ahead and pick up. Let's see. Oh, let's go ahead and pick up White Mia. She can help us, and
safety rope or something.
she does pierce damage and she does a lot of pierce ice, so this will help as well. Okay, and let's go for the Black Hunter again, and that's the problem here in Code Vein, is that there's some of Mia's ice. Is that if you aren't paired properly as a guest or as a host, I've said this time and time again, that you will definitely have a horrible time here in Vein, simply because of the fact that you know, you'll be really hung out to dry if you don't have a teammate that can actually hold their own. So we probably got Wanderer again, which is most welcome. And especially this is true at the higher difficulties here, just because of the fact that everything has huge amounts of health, and your weapons don't do as well as they should be doing. So Wanderer is back, and seems to be the only friend here in Vein so far.
We'll put that to good use. I guess I was too wound up. Do you have enough to drink?
So we will be relying on White Mia this time, rather than Wanderer, to carry us, and especially with this build and with this setup here. Just because of the fact that it is extremely horrible. But versus a boss now, this might actually do something, just because of the fact that you have the ability to get the bosses poisoned if the boss can poison, and that is a real benefit if you can poison a boss, just because that's 15% extra damage that you don't need to worry about as a Revenant. And you see that we don't really have ichor problems when we're fighting a one-on-one kind of battle here with the enemy and such, and it only gets better as time goes on. Okay. We could get him poisoned. Not sure what Wanderer is doing, but we'll leave him be there. Oh, what? Why did that guy come after me? Yeah, okay. I don't know why this guy. Somebody's gonna die. Okay. Oops. Okay. Now this guy is, I don't know what he's doing. Okay. I don't understand why that big guy came and fought me. That doesn't make any sense. He should have been going for Wanderer because Wanderer was the first one in the room. They killed themselves again. Interesting. Okay. And here we have to kill everybody. And at least Mia will hopefully kill one monkey. Maybe. Okay. Oh no, monkey hit. Now this is a time here where you can get multiple enemies poisoned and do very, very well with blood draining venom. Stupid monkey. There we go. Oh. Okay, good. And Mia is still dodging around here. And we'll get some poison back from him. Okay, so there we go. Now Mia didn't really kill too many monkeys anyways, either. So hopefully Wanderer comes back, because we have the invasion here now to do. And I don't really think that we can actually do it. So maybe we'll have to come back to the invasion the next episode and see how that runs, because this is absolutely a pain. And with our set and what we have going here, it's a real pain, and we're already down to 5 heals. And in my opinion, again, we are here in the hallway of the best lighting in the game, as it makes the Golden Warrioress here, shine like no other. I just love that golden sheen that you pick up here. So if we get another friend, we'll come back to the... If Wanderer comes back, we will go back to the invasion there. But until then, I think we're just going to head on here as we are. And we'll head over this way. Okay, at least he's poisoned, so we can get some ichor back now. So you can see that waiting the full 10 seconds, it's kind of painful. And you can just go ahead and kill the enemy anyways. And you don't need to do any kind of amazing anything setup. And you can still get backstabs during blood draining venom and things, and it still allows you to get ichor back, which is really, really great. So it's a great delay tactic of getting them poisoned, getting a backstab, and you eat up the full 10 seconds basically for that enemy during the backstab animation and such. So that's also very useful if you're trying to get back big ichor. You can use blood draining venom with the option to mitigate the 10-second cooldown by, well, I guess it's not really a cooldown, but the 10 seconds there of whoop, oh boy, there we go, we got the key at least. Okay, whoops, we missed each other. So there are different poison mitigation tactics and such, but none of them are actually very good. Mia was doing some work there behind the scenes, so that was nice. There are several mitigation tactics, but you can see here that we still don't have any real ichor issues, and that's not because our blood veil has an extremely high drain rating here, only getting about 6 or 6.5 ichor back on a backstab, so it's nothing too grandiose here. Okay, and we are down to 5 heals, so let's go ahead and heal 1. And hopefully we can make it to the top here. I guess we'll go for another one, so we'll get as high as we can here. Oh, somebody responded, so we will open the door here. We can't open the door. Even though we can pull the lever, the door still doesn't open because somebody is joining. Yep, somebody's joining the session. But as you can see, the Darkseeker set here, paired with the Hellfire Hammer, is not exactly the most potent setup you can go for, just because of the fact that you just don't really have a whole lot of options built into the blood code here, and the kind of gimmick of the blood code is the fact that you can get ichor back from draining blood or draining poison. Oh boy, Mia may actually die here. I may actually die here. Oh boy. Oh no, Mia, no. Okay, so where is this guy? Here we go. Alright. Okay, now we gotta get a backstab here that'll proc a reset and a restand. So we can go for Dragon Lunge. Great. Okay, so we don't have Mia and we don't have a friend. So pretty bad shenanigans going on here. Now, after we've opened this door, it's probably in our best interest to get the Argent Wolf Key and head onwards back to home base, or at least back to the missile to get more heals. But we'll try and make it work here. Now, this is a pretty horrible set here, as you can see. One of the best sets to run through here is to go for invisibility and a kind of a ninja approach, and where you can backstab, one-shot everything in this area, and that would be my most recommendation. But as we're doing this right now, we're definitely on the struggle bus here, trying to get to a point where we can consistently and effectively move through each of the enemies. And you can see here that if we heal one more time, we will be out and we will be full. Okay, there we go. And let's go for a backstab first and foremost. And because this weapon is very slow, it does not apply poison very quickly. Oops, we got a backstab. I was not planning on a backstab, but that's okay. Okay. Okay, goodbye. Goodbye, big chunky boy. Which is very, very nice. Not worrying about him just because of the knockdowns is excellent. And that's where Dragon Lunge kind of pairs nicely with this hammer, is the fact that it has a knockdown on the end animation, as well as the hammer having a knockdown built into it on that augmented light attack. And as you see there, who's all excited here? Okay, nobody? Okay, good. We'll go ahead and try and get him some poison there. And this is really bad that he's not playing nice here. Good. And that's a great attack to go for, that overhead slam, just because that has a huge modifier built into it. Oh good, we got a backstab. Okay. Okay. Okay, and let's go for a launch if we can. Excellent. Okay. And we can go for a second one here as soon as he gets up, and that'll kill. Now we are in an extremely horrible position here, that as soon as we pull the lever, the monkeys drop down. So let's see if we can find a monkey here. And let's go ahead and encourage this monkey to drop down. And we can get 6 ichor back. And because Venomous Shot is 3, we can... Oops, here's the other monkey. That's what I did not want. Okay. Whoa, what's going on with the camera there? Whoops. There we go. But because Venomous Shot is 3 ichor, and you can get back 6 from a monkey on an attack there, on a poison over the 10 seconds, that you can actually gain a lot of ichor off of those monkeys if you fight each one individually. So it's really, really nice. Monkeys, they have that one and only one useful technique in the game here, and that is exactly that, is to simply recover ichor. We didn't get our lottery ticket here of the lost Zweihander, but that is where their one usefulness comes in, that you can get them poisoned, get back 6 ichor, as long as you dodge around, and then you can use 3 more ichor on a venomous shot, and you can get them poisoned again, and then you can get back more ichor than you're actually using. So it's pretty helpful, pretty useful, but it's very, very niche and very, very useless in the full overview of everything. And we are not collecting many revenants at all, so let's go ahead and heal up here and get Mia back. And I think we're going to call it here, as we have the Blade Bearer and Cannoneer next, and we will have to kind of think about hammers for them. Maybe we could do something poisony for them, or something else, but they are a very, very tough fight here, as almost everything they do is a one-shot kill, and so you have to do the entire fight basically without getting hit. So anyways, we'll deal with that when we get there, and we'll see you all in the next one. So thank you all for watching.